Jays start the pivotal 5-game series against the Tampa Bay Rays at Rogers Center this evening. And what a finish to this one. Bo Bichette continues the September raking that he has been on, carrying this Jays offense at times during this stretch. And the Jays win game 1 of 5, 3-2 at Rogers Center with a 2-run shot from Bo in the bottom of the 8th inning. Coming up clutch. I was actually at the ball game today. Fantastic stuff. It was just a remarkable experience. And with the W, the Jays are back to 18 games over the 500 mark. So that's that high water mark of the year. They have not gotten above that yet. 79-61. All right, good stuff. Now, let's break down this puppy, shall we? Jose Barrios got the start for the Jays, and he was fantastic. Top of the second inning, he allows an RBI single to Aranda. In comes David Peralta. But you know what? In that inning, they had 3 balls, not very hard. You know, David Peralta goes the other way and beats the shift on a ground ball. I believe it was Manuel, was it Margot? He hits a blooper to center field. And then, who was it? Aranda hits a ground ball to right field and it goes past the diving Biggio, but it wasn't hit very hard at all. Just finds holes. And I'm sitting here like, man, if this ain't Tampa Bay Rays baseball, I don't know what is. But then at the bottom of the 4th inning, George Springer walks. Then Vladdy gets on with a bouncing ball single through the left side. And they got a couple of guys on. Then Bo Bichette comes up. And he pieces one up to left field for a base hit. Springer with the headlong dive into the home plate. And he's safe. And we are tied at 1. All right, a good start for the Jays. They're back in it now. Barrios done a phenomenal job through 4. And he continues. But at the top of the 6th inning, Randy Arozarena at first base. He takes off on a 3-1 count. It's outside ball 4. But Danny Jansen throws it he throws it anyways. And it goes into center field. Not a good throw at all by Danny Jansen. And even if it was on line, it's ball 4. So there was really no need to throw that baseball. Albeit in the moment you can't play it off like that, right? But if you're the catcher, you know if that was a ball or a strike, and you should know the count. That ball should not be thrown. It goes into center field. The Arozarena goes to third. Then they get the RBI ground out. Manuel Margot hits it, and Arozarena comes in to score, and the Rays lead it 2-1. And I'm like, man, they have 3 balls, not very hard, that scores the first run. And then on an error, they move up an extra 90 feet. And then an RBI ground out gives them the lead. We are not going to give the Rays another typical Tampa Bay Rays W. No way, no how. But it looked like it might have happened. Bottom half of the 8th inning. And we'll get, before we go into that actually, I believe it was in the bottom half of the 5th inning. I could be wrong. Vladdy gets the double to right center field. Bringing up Bo Bichette, the tying run. No, sorry, it must have been the bottom half of the 6th. Right? No, yes, it was bottom half of the 6th inning. And Bo Bichette comes up hot, right? Named AL Player of the Week. The guy's been incredible in the month of September. Up comes with a 97 or 98, mile-an-hour sinker, fastball, whatever Javi Guerra threw. And it hits Bo in the head. He is rattled, slams his bat down. I'm there. I'm losing my mind in the stands because I'm like, read the situation here, Jays fans. Tying run to second base. The hottest hitter in baseball is at the plate. There's a base open at first. And they hit him in the head. So I'm losing my mind in the stands. And then we go to the top half of that 7th inning. And Jose Barrios hits the next guy. And, I mean, you all saw it on the broadcast, but I'm watching this thing live because I'm sitting, shout out Game Time. My God. 15 rows back from home plate. And so I'm in between both dugouts. So I see John Schneider and Pete Walker absolutely yapping their coach. John Schneider's basically saying, come on over here, to a lot of talking, this and that. I'm like, man, this is getting fiery. I love it. Because Jose Barrios hits their number, and this is where I don't understand the Rays' philosophy here. Why are you losing your mind? People will be like, well, they hit your guy, you weren't pleased, so then you hit their guy. why would you hit the number 8 hitter? You know what I mean? If you're going to try and send a message, do it to one of the better players. And oh yeah, don't hit him in the butt or the rear end or wherever it hit him. Like, I'm sorry, Barrios' reaction, that was not intentional whatsoever. But their coach is going to lose their mind. I thought it was hilarious because I'm like, these guys are clowns. Tampa Bay Ray baseball, right? You know, you can't, oh, we don't want to face this guy. We're not going to put him on because why not? Let's just clunk him in the dome. Maybe knock him out for the next 5 games or whatever. Well, what goes around comes around. Bottom half of the 8th inning. Raimel Tapia rips a single to center field to start the inning. Massive hit there because it turns the lineup over with nobody out. He steals second base on the first pitch. It's a breaking ball and he steals it with ease. He's at second base with nobody out. And we're like, man, you got to capitalize here, at least tie this game. Springer then grounds out to the pitcher and we're like, okay, now you need a hit. Vladdy looks atrocious on a lot of breaking balls. But he lost it on that third strike. Now again, I'm 15 rows from behind the plate, and I'm watching this play, and he's talking to the umpire, and he is not pleased. And he put up like 3 fingers like this. I'm guessing, because Jason Adams took a long time to throw those pitches. I'm guessing Vladdy tried to call time multiple times before the pitch was before he even started his windup, or before he even started pitching, and it wasn't called. That's what I'm going to guess from that. I could be wrong. You guys couldn't, maybe they said more on the broadcast. I don't know. But that's from what I got from being there live. So he strikes out. And now there's 2 out and a guy at second. Up comes Bo Bichette. Well, we all know what happens. But fitting that a mere 2 innings before that, he got hit in the head and was livid. He comes up against Jason Adams, who's been absolutely locked down for the Tampa Bay Rays. And it's a full count pitch. And I'm talking with my buddy Rob. We're obviously watching the game. And I'm like, if you're the pitcher, you got to go off speed here, right? You got to go slider. He already ripped the fastball foul down the line. You got to go slider 3-2. A base is open. So if he doesn't chase it, so be it. Face Kirk. You know, then it's a force out at any base. And he does get the breaking ball. And Bo Bichette reaches for it, somehow gulfs it to left field. And I'm watching this, and I'm like, it didn't look great off the bat, not a great swing, but it is Bo Bichette. And I see left fielder Rosarina boogieing back, and he keeps going and going and going. I'm like, okay, there's got to be a wall there somewhere. And he jumps at the wall, and it's gone! A 2-run shot for Bo Bichette. And it puts the Jays in front, 3-2. This guy is unbelievable. September? Whatever. You guys saw what the Jays page posted. I love it. And he gives the Jays a lead. In the 8th inning against a massive hit for Bo Bichette and the Toronto Blue Jays. Remarkable stuff. And then Jordan Romano goes out there. 1, 2, 3. Shout out Jackie Bradley Jr. for the catch, albeit he overran it, but still had to run quite hard to get that ball and made the play. So good job from him. And then Romano strikes out Isaac Paredes and then gets the ground out to Vladdy to end the ball game and pick up save number 33. And the Jays bounce back after that Texas Rangers loss, which we kind of expected, but they bounce back in a big way at home against the Rays to start this 5-game set. All right. Now, let's get to the stats here real quick, shall we? Vladimir Guerrero Jr. went 2 for 4, so he had a couple hits again today. I think it's like 3 consecutive multi-hit games for Vladdy. Had the bouncer through the left side, and then the ringing double to the right center field gap, which is a beautiful piece of hitting. And then Bo Bichette, 2 for 3 with a run scored, 3 RBIs, and a home run. Did he walk once? He said 2 for 3. Maybe it was 2 for 4. Either way, another multi-hit game for Bo, and another game winner. Knocked in all runs. All 3 runs were brought in by Bo today. 6 hits total for the Blue Jays, 8 strikeouts, and 1 walk. 1 walk was George Springer. They came around to score. And 4 of the 6 hits were Vladdy and Bo. Again, if those 2 guys can get hot at the same time, dangerous. Now, that's going to get overlooked, but Jose Barrios was outstanding. Pounded the strike zone, went 6 1/3, allowed 6 hits, 2 runs. Only 1 was earned because of the error from Danny Jansen. 4 strikeouts and a walk. He was remarkable, was Jose Barrios today. And his ERA now, with it only being a 1 earned run, but he allowed 2 runs. Only the 1 earned run goes to his stats. 5.07 ERA. Now, look, yes, it's still in the 5s. It's not great. But he's been very good over the last, 4 of his last 5 starts, he's allowed 3 or less runs. I'm telling you, he's playing well at the right time. You love to see it from Jose. Jimmy Garcia was phenomenal out of the bullpen. He went an inning in the 3rd. I think he hit, he's the one that hit. No, he didn't hit. He hit somebody else, and I thought they were going to lose their mind and want him to get tossed. And I'm like, you guys are absolute clowns. And then Tim Meza does a job, gets to one guy he faces, and then Jordan Romano, of course, locks the game down, picks up the save, gets a strikeout in a clean inning of work, and save number 33, of course, for Jordan Romano. And the big 3-2 W to start the series for the Blue Jays. Now, a doubleheader tomorrow, 107 first pitch in Game 1, 7:07 in Game 2. So with that being said, I will probably do a video per game. Last time I didn't do it because the game was like 1 o'clock and then 4 o'clock. But there's that big gap, so I might do a video after Game 1 and then after Game 2, all right? But Game 1 is Jeffrey Springs on the mound for the the Tampa Bay Rays. And Alek Manoah counters. Last time we saw Alek Manoah, he absolutely diced against the Baltimore Orioles. Look to see that same type of deal from Alek Manoah tomorrow. It's a 107 first pitch, obviously, in Game 1. Game 2 is to be determined right now for the Tampa Bay Rays. And for the Blue Jays, well, it's looking like a Mitch White outing. Whether Trevor Richards opens, then he comes out after that, or Mitch White gets the straight start. We shall see. That's a 7:07 first pitch. So I think we can all agree, please win Game 1. All right, you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the ball game tonight, because holy smokes, it was phenomenal, smack the like button. Do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already, comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game, what you like, what you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays. The Twitter link is down below, so follow up, send me a DM to that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, of course, tomorrow. Game 1, Jays, Rays. It's Game 1 of the doubleheader, but Game 2 of the series. Jeffrey Springs, Alek Manoah, 107 first pitch at Rogers Center. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the ball game tonight. We'll talk to you guys then.